Hi everyone, my name is Becca, welcome back to my channel, and today I'm here with a reading update for the week. I don't remember how I started these videos, so there you go. I haven't done one of these videos in over a month, and I just don't remember how I did these. Actually, I'm going to change it up a little bit, because I want to do vlogs, I really do, but I don't know how to edit. I have an editing software that I suck at, so you notice I don't really edit my videos at all. And I do as many takes as I can to get it perfect, or at least close to perfect, where I don't feel like, I take too long to talk about something or I feel like an idiot. And I still end up doing both of those, but, So I thought I'd do a little bit different. I love when people haul stuff in their vlogs. It just, I don't know, I love it so much. So I thought I would show you a couple of things that I hauled, as well as talk about the books that I've read throughout the week. So we're gonna do that too. I hope that's okay. If you guys like this, let me know. If you don't, let me know. So I just stopped doing it. But I like it, so I figured might as well. So first off, let me show you a couple of library books that I got. And I have my TBR card here, which is so nice. And if you don't know, for the month of November, I am reading library books, so of course I had to go back to the library. And even though I have a full cart of library books and a whole bag of library books, I still needed more. Don't ask me why. So I got A River of Royal Blood by Amanda Joy. I just heard about this. I think, was it Riley from No, maybe it was Olivia Rizalate. Maybe that's what it was. I think. Maybe that was her. I'm pretty sure now. She read this and really, really enjoyed it, and just her talking about it got me into really wanting to read it. I don't remember what it's about at all. I believe these two are sisters. Maybe. Possibly. Don't they have to, fight for the crown or something like that? 6-year-old Eva is a princess born with the magic of blood and marrow, a dark and terrible magic that hasn't been seen for generations in the vibrant but fractured country of Mir. Its last known practitioner was Queen Rhaena, who toppled the native... Oh, it's Chimera, that's what it was. Chimera royalty and massacred thousands, including her own sister, 5 generations ago, thus beginning the rival heir tradition. Living in Rhaena's long and dark shadow, Eva must now face her older sister, Issa, on her 17th name day, in a battle to the death if she hopes to ascend to the ivory throne, because in the Queendom of Mir, only the strongest, most ruthless ruler survives. I want to read this so bad. Yeah, it might just get put on to my TBR. I'm excited. Alright, and then I think the other one... Oh, I went and I got Lifelike by J. Kristoff. I love J. Kristoff's writing, okay? I haven't read Dark Dawn. Please do not spoil Dark Dawn for me. I have not been able to get to it. But I've heard really good things about Lifelike. Don't know what it's about. Kind of want to go into it knowing nothing. So that's what I'm doing. I have heard, though, the characters are really good and the story's really good. And it's J. frickin' Kristoff. So that's why I got that. And then, because I want to do contemporary and fantasy, I want to go back and forth doing that. I ended up getting Bringing Down the Duke by Evie Dunmore. I've heard really good things about this as well. This is a historical romance set in 1879 England. Oh, I really like this. I really like that. For just some reason. It's just really cute. It says a daring Oxford rebel takes on a powerful duke in a love story that threatens to upend the British social order. I've heard really good things about it, so I can be down with a really good historical romance. So that's why I got that one. And that's pretty much it for the ones that I went and got. Yeah. Oh no, I got more. Oh, it's over there. Because, of course, I couldn't fit it on my TBR cart. But I found Fire and Blood by George R.R. Martin, which is the prequel to Game of Thrones, like the Targaryen era, which I love. So I got that as well, but I don't think I'm going to be able to get to that this month. But I'm really excited because I found it. So there's that too. Alright, So, for the things that I bought, okay, I kind of went on a Sarah J. Maas binge. A lot of book subscription companies were doing like their sales and everything, and anything I found that was Sarah J. Maas that I kind of would have liked, I bought it. Like these Catwoman socks. They were on sale, okay? They were like $2, so I bought them. I thought they were going to be like knee-high socks, kind of. At least that's what I got from it. I'm totally wrong. They're like ankle socks. But, I mean, they're Catwoman socks, and I love it. So, I bought those. Now, I only got one order from one of the book subscription companies, so I still have stuff coming to me. But it's okay, because I'm going to show it now. I got this Feyre art print. Again, it was on sale. It was, like, really cheap. And it's just Feyre painting. And it's just so pretty. If you don't know Feyre's from A Court of Thorns and Roses. You know, that whole series. And then I could not get Feyre without getting Rhysand. Which, this is the one I really, really wanted. And then I saw Feyre. Isn't that so freaking pretty? I love it. I love it. Now, the reason I'm showing you all these is because I could not not get A Court of Thorns and Roses collector's edition. Like, I had to get this. I have the Throne of Glass one, which I love, but I have to say, I think this is my favorite. Out of the two collector's editions, this is my favorite. Because I love the Throne of Glass, you know, like the collector's edition is pretty. And it has the Saga of Terrasen, you know? Like, I love that. But this, like, this is nothing compared to, like, if you haven't seen what it is. Come on. It's stuck in here. There it goes. If you haven't seen this, this is gorgeous. Yeah. I can't wait to read this. Even though this is, I believe, going to be, like, my least favorite. Like, it is pretty much my least favorite compared to, like, A Court of Mist and Fury, which is just perfection. I do not love Tamlin, so. And I love, okay, I don't remember this. I have to check my regular edition, but I read the dedication, and I'm like, I'm kind of in love. It says, "For Josh, because you would go under the mountain for me, I love you." I love that. I just love that so much. It makes me cry. There's the freaking map. Like, it's gorgeous. And I don't know if it's just me, but I feel like, okay, this is like a full map, right? Or I feel like in Throne of Glass, when you see the map for that, when you see the map of Aurelia, and it says to Wenlin, and it shows, like, it just going off. I'm like, can't I, like, at least for Air of Fire, get a map that shows Wenlin and Doranel and all of that? Like, I would have loved that. But it's just, you know, Aurelia and that. And, like, I get it, but would have loved it. Just saying. Oh my god, I cannot wait to reread this book, though. So, yeah, if you don't know, if you haven't watched some of my more recent videos, I kind of fell off the bandwagon for the Sarathon. I feel awful. Now I can't get this back in here. I feel awful about it, but there's really... Seriously, this is hard. Right, now it's stuck. I'm just keeping that there. I feel awful, but there's really nothing I could do. Like, October was just not a really good month for me. And, like, I'm so behind. I'm still in Tower of Dawn. And I should be, I think... No, actually, you probably should be in Court of Mist and Fury. But I'm just, like... no. So, yeah, those are the things I hauled. Now let's talk about the books that I have read. So, you know, if I was a better person, I would have, what's it called? been better about this. Like, I would have had everything set up, and I don't. So, I'm not a better person. Okay. So the first book that I read was an e-arc. If I can, there it is. Alright, so it was an e-arc of, come on. There it goes. Find Me Their Bones by Sarah Wolf. And this is the sequel to Bring Me the Hearts. And Bring Me the Hearts was a 5-star read for me. I absolutely loved it. I just thought it was amazing. I loved the characters. I love Zira so much. She was our main character. I loved the romance that we got. The plot was amazing. And I requested this from NetGalley because I'm like, I love Bring Me the Hearts. I'm probably going to love this just as much. Now, I did not love it as much as I loved Bring Me the Hearts, but I did really enjoy it. I think overall I ended up giving this like a 3.75 to a 4. This was, I feel like it does suffer from middle book syndrome. Like, it was good, like, we still follow, from the events of the last book, we're still following those. It literally starts off right where the last book finished. And then we have a new character / villain introduced. And then we get more revelations, and we're furthering the plot with these characters and stuff like that. So, I mean, it was good, but I love the first one so much more, and that's just me. I felt like Zira in the beginning was not as good as she was. Like, she was such a snarky character. She always was so witty and had something to say. And then, like, in the beginning, and I understood why she didn't in the beginning, and she started to come back into herself later on. But I was just like, where's Zira? What have you done to her? Let's go. I need my Zira back. And I finally got her back, but... And then the romance, of course, because of the events of the last book, which I'm not going to spoil, was suffering, obviously. And there were characters that I wanted in there that didn't make it in because, you know, they were off doing something else. Which I understood. But again, like, just so much of what made that, the first book for me, kind of fell flat in this. Or just did not make it into this. So, I still really enjoyed it. I ended up giving it like a 3.75 to a 4, like I said. And I still cannot wait for the last book. Like, or, I don't know if it's a trilogy or if it's a series, but still, I can't wait for the next one. I'm going to request that one too. It's going to be amazing, and I almost dropped my iPad. Oh my god. But, yeah, like, you can see, I ended up giving it, like, no, you can't see. You can't see anything. I ended up rounding it off. I hate this thing so much some days. Can you even see? I ended up running off to, like, a 4-star on Goodreads, so there's that. It wasn't like with, The Girl the Sea Gave Back, where I gave that 1 star and it was absolutely awful. I did really enjoy Find Me Their Bones. I just didn't enjoy it as much as I enjoyed Bring Me Their Hearts. So there's that. Okay. So, for a book that I also finished, after Find Me Their Bones, I finished Faker by Sarah Smith. And this is like a enemies to lovers in the workplace, in the office, it's like a rom-com kind of thing. And I thought because of the hard hat they were construction workers. So wrong. They work at a power tool company. Our main character, Emmy, and the love interest, Tate. So they both work in the power tool company, and Emmy writes like descriptions for the online tools that they sell. And Tate, our main love interest, he is in the social media, or he does the social media for the company. And both of them hate each other. They've gone at each other ever since they, like, met. And then one day, they have to work on a project together, and no. Emmy is just like, no. I don't want to work with him. I hate him. No. And then Emmy gets really sick, and Tate is actually the one there for her. And, like, now they're starting to develop some kind of feelings. Revelations happen. It's just so freaking good. I really liked it. I really liked it. Like, okay, I would say like the first 100 to 150 pages were kind of slow, and I was touch and go there with DNFing it. I was. I'm so glad that I didn't, because I really did enjoy the last half. It was so good. I did end up giving this 4 stars. I just really like the romance between Emmy and Tate, and you come to understand Tate. I can't tell you much, but you do really come to understand him, and I really enjoyed it. I really did, and I'm so glad I read it. And now I really want to own my own copy because I want to reread this. It was so good. Okay, for a DNF, like my first DNF of the month. Hopefully the only DNF of the month, and I feel really bad because I wanted to love this book, was Frankly in Love by David Dune. I got about close to 50 pages before just ultimately saying I'm done. This one follows Frank, who is Korean American, and his parents want him to date and ultimately marry a Korean American girl. But Frank has a crush on this white American girl, Britt, and he wants to date her. And he ends up getting help from his friend, who is Korean American, who she is with a Chinese American guy that her parents are going to go ballistic for if they find out about him. So they end up fake dating, like, you know, yeah, they end up fake dating so that they can date the ones that they actually want to date. And so their parents, you know, wouldn't get upset. And then, what's it called? Feelings start to develop. Stuff ensues. It is what it is. I did hear that there is, like, an instance of cheating in this, which I can't do. I didn't even get to that. I didn't even get to the fake dating. I didn't get to him finding out. Like, I think I got to right where he ends up talking to Britt. Like, they're about to do a school project together or something. And that's probably where they, like, you know, want to be together. Like, okay, fine. I didn't really get to that. I was just done. I can't stand the racism in this book. Like, I thought I could get through it, and I know, like, it's a part of this book. I totally understand that. Like, the parents are supposed to be racist. But I can't stand it. Like, I just could not stand it. I just kept getting madder and madder, and I knew if I just continued to read this, I would hate read it, and I didn't want to do that. I didn't want to put time into something that I wasn't enjoying. So, yeah, goodbye. I'm done with that. Alright, so for the books that I am currently reading 2. Hopefully I will start a 3rd. But the one that I'm currently reading is Coral by Sarah Ella. And this is like a Little Mermaid I don't know if it's a retelling or if it's just inspired by Little Mermaid. Oh, it's taking a new twist on The Little Mermaid, which I can see. And this, you would think, just follows Coral, but no, it follows 3 people, one of them being Coral. So Coral is a mermaid, and this is gonna be, oh man, it's gonna be hard to explain. So Coral is a mermaid, obviously lives in the ocean, and her older sister has gotten the disease, which is emotions and feelings. And once you get the disease, red tide comes and kills you. Or you die with the red tide, something like that. Coral, they noticed, is also kind of developing the disease, but, you know, they're trying to stop that from happening. And Coral, she's about to turn 16, I believe, and she's about to, you know, have her, like, debut kind of thing, and during this debut, she has to sing, and she has to sing a song that her family wants her to sing, but she doesn't want to sing that. She wants to sing what she wants to sing, and she's also unique in a way that when she sees colors, like, she hears them, like, she can, I don't know, she associates, like, sounds and words, I think, and feelings or something with colors, which, you know, I think is really unique. We don't just follow Coral though. We also follow Merrick, who lives in the human world, like modern day human world. When I think of Little Mermaid, like any mermaid books, I want to say fantasy, but this reads more of a contemporary than fantasy. So you follow Merrick, who is in a human modern world, and his father is very rich and wants Merrick to marry this other girl who also comes from a rich family, so they can merge their companies together. But Merrick doesn't want to do that. He wants to do what he wants to do. And then Merrick's younger sister attempts suicide. And Merrick's life and his mother ends up like disappearing right after that. So Merrick is now on the search for his mother. And then you also follow Brooke, who I can't tell you anything about Brooke, other than she's in this sort of like, she's in this place, and I don't know if it's sort of like an institution or a rehab place, or she has also attempted suicide and you know, had suicidal thoughts and stuff like that, and so she's gone to this place to, I guess, get better. I don't really know. Like, you don't really know much about Brooke and what's going on. You just get chapters from her and you're just thrown into it, and can you tell that I'm not really liking this? I'm 60% in, and I'm not really liking this. And this is an arc I requested from NetGalley. So, they do, I guess, like, I have gotten to the part where Coral and Merrick have connected. Like, they've, you know, they're together, or not together, but they've seen and talked to each other. Brooke, I have a feeling I know who Brooke is. I can't tell you, because I guess that would be a spoiler. But I have a feeling, like, Brooke's chapters are supposed to be really, like, confusing and, like, misdirecting and stuff like that. I don't really know. I just know that I'm not really liking Brooke's chapters. And Coral's chapters I was liking until, so, like, halfway, because something happens, and I'm not really liking Coral's chapters now. And I was liking Merrick's chapters, sort of. I like Merrick, and I like Coral, but I don't like Brooke. And now it's like, I don't know how I feel about this book anymore. Like, I was sort of liking it. It was turning into, like, a 2.5 to a 3-star. Now I'm not sure what the hell is going on, and I'm not really sure if I'm liking this anymore. I'm trying, though. I really am. I just feel like I wanted a fantasy, and this is more of, like, a contemporary type. And I'm not sure if I'm really liking that part. So, also trigger warnings for suicide. Suicidal thoughts, attempted suicide, death, depression, anxiety, all of that. If anything of that is triggering to you, don't pick up that book. But, you know, it's alright. I just, we'll see how it goes, because I'm 60% in, so I don't know how I'm going to feel about the book, you know, towards the end. Alright, the other book I just started last night, and that is The Merciful Crow by Margaret Owen. I'm only 60 pages in. I'm on chapter 5, and I am kind of enjoying this. This is really weird and different and very fantastical, which is what I wanted. I wanted something fantasy. And this follows a future chieftain, a fugitive prince, a too cunning bodyguard, and one grumpy gray tabby. Yeah. So in this world, everyone wears masks, and they're, like, the caste systems are the type of mask, like, animal masks you have. So, we have the crows, which I guess is, like, the bottom caste, which, okay, they're the ones, because, like, a plague has come through, this kingdom. The kingdom is being overrun by plague, and the crows are the only ones who can stop this plague, so they go and they kill the plague-infested people to save the rest of the people. And that's what the crows end up having to do. But there's, like, peacocks and hawks and phoenix, you know, like the king and queen, I think, are the phoenixes. Or the queen was a swan, and then she married into the phoenix cast. Don't ask. I'm still only 60 pages in. But, we follow Fee. I'm just gonna call her Fee. It's F-I-E. I think it's Fee. who is a crow, and she is the future chieftain of the crows. And yeah, her cast is a shunned cast of mercy killers. That's what they are. And they end up helping the prince and his bodyguard. They help him get away from the palace, and they're helping him get somewhere else so that he can overthrow the queen, who I don't think is his mother. I think it's his stepmother. I could be wrong. I have no clue. Yeah, they help them escape their deaths from the ruthless Queen Rusana, who's ready to cut her losses and perhaps their throats. I like that. And they're helping, like, save the cast from dealing with Rusana and stuff like that. So far, so good. Kind of weird. Kind of liking it. We'll see how this goes. And this is done in parts, so tonight I would like to get to part 2, which is only like 130 pages in. So I think I could do that. I read like the 60 pages within like an hour or so. So I think I can, get to part 2 really quick. We'll see. I am enjoying it. I'm enjoying Fee. I think she's pretty badass. I kind of like her. And we'll see how I feel about everybody else. But so far, so good. I am enjoying it. Coral, on the other hand, I want to try and get to 75% tonight. It comes out on Tuesday. So we'll see how that goes. I gotta go. It comes out on Tuesday, so I have to finish it by then. I have to review it on Tuesday. So I have to do that. Also, here, let me show you. I'm, like, really excited. And I don't mean to brag or anything. I don't want to brag about this. I request arcs, and I am, like, very, very appreciative of getting, like, of being accepted for these arcs. I don't want to, like, I hate being accepted and then finding out I didn't like it. I hate that, because I really, really want to like it. And it really hurts that I didn't. But, I did just get accepted for a couple other arcs, so I might as well show you. One that I got accepted for was, The One For You by Ronnie Lauren. Here, let me go bring down the brightness a little bit more. The One For You by Ronnie Lauren, which is the next, I want to say the last book in, like, that series. I can't think of the name for the series right now. What was the first book? The Ones Who Got Away, I think it was the first book. I really liked that. And the second one was pretty good. I haven't read the third one, but I requested the arc for the fourth one, not thinking I would get it. And I got it, and I was really excited for that. But the one I'm, like, most excited for, more than anything in the world right now, is Unravel the Dusk by Elizabeth Lim. This is the sequel / conclusion to the Blood and Stars duology? I want to say it's like, yeah, the Blood of Stars duology. The first book being Spin the Dawn, which I freaking loved. I loved that book. It's like a Mulan meets Project Runway, and that's only like the first half. The second half is something totally different, and I just really, really loved it. So I'm excited because I got an arc of Unravel the Dusk. And guys, that doesn't even come out until July. It comes out the day after my birthday. The One For You? The Ronnie Lauren book comes out December 31st. So I have time for both of those. And I won't be reading them anytime soon. But I'm really excited that I got those. So, like I said, I don't want to brag or anything. I'm just excited because I actually got accepted for these. And I wanted to show you those. So, yeah. Okay, that's it for me today, guys. This is a long video. I hate making these so long, but it is what it is. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you again with another video. Bye. Happy reading.